Hello friends, this begins the beginning of the first vlog for Get a Clue Readathon. I wish I could say that I have all this epic footage of like me planning before the readathon started so that I could like give you behind the scenes intel and stuff, but I don't. But also, would I have wanted to share it in this video? Probably not. I feel like that's a Patreon thing, and so like when I start a Patreon next year, which fingers crossed I will, then I will include that sort of stuff for next year's readathon because this is going to be yearly. But it's fine, it's fine. It is what it is. It's currently Halloween. My family went Halloween trick-or-treating. We're very cute. I'll post a little picture here. I had Bumblebee, a Transformer, and a little ghosty girl, and she was the talk of the town. So, I just finished trick-or-treating. I got back and hopped on, or I didn't hop on, but I watched Brittany and Kelsey's sprints for Midnight is the Darkest Hour, because that's their book club selection for the month. And I didn't read that. I just finished The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston because I needed to finish this for a vlog that I'm doing, and also like I was trying to finish up like this book before the new month because I was literally at 75%, so might as well finish it. And I'm not going to say my thoughts on it because that vlog is very important for that. But anyway, that was that book. I'm very excited because I did my first roll. And so how this is going to work is I'm going to roll for which team I'm going to read for each prompt. I'm going to roll for each round to see which prompt I'm going to read, and then I'm also going to roll to see which team I'm reading that for. And so I'm going to show that clip right now because by the time you see this, I'll have already read and rolled. So for prompt number 1, you saw that I rolled for Colonel Mustard. I did not show you what room I entered because I did not want to tell you so that you would help you with this sort of book. I am going to wait until the very last vlog at the end of the month to reveal all of the rooms and the prompts and everything that I did. So I'm only going to reveal books to you that I'm reading. I'm not going to say what I'm reading them for or anything. I'll let you know who I'm reading them for. The first one that I'm reading for is Colonel Mustard, and the book that I was chosen to read for them is Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. I've never read a Penelope Douglas. I've had this on my shelf for a while. I am really excited to read this. All I know is it is about two pen pals. I think it's a female-female relationship between Misha and Ryan, and their whole relationship is based off of never seeing each other actually, but then I think Misha accidentally sees Ryan's profile and then like decides that they're not the person they want to like be friends with anymore, but then Ryan doesn't understand what happened and I think kind of gets obsessed with Misha, and I think that's where it begins. So this book is about 320 pages, okay, not too bad, and I just got the Audible audiobook for the Kindle. First off, the book was free today, I guess, because it was normally $5 and it was free on Kindle, and then it was add-on the audio for $2, so we got the audiobook for $2 and didn't have to waste a credit. So always check that first. See how much an audiobook will cost if you like rent it off Kindle first off, because if it's on your Kindle already, normally they'll let you add on an audiobook for like $7. I learned that hack from someone else, so try that first. But sorry if you hear my washer. My washer is very old and very dingy. It's not a very good washer, okay? But you know what? She's thriving. She's living. She's doing her best life. She's getting the job done, okay? Anyway, I plan on maybe listening to a little of this tonight. I can't get past 50% before my own readathon starts tomorrow because otherwise I can't count it because it's in October technically. So yeah, my goal is to read this super fast, as fast as I can, so I can read bonus books and just get on with my iggy jiggy life. Hello friends. As you just saw, I was on sprints for kickoff night for Get a Clue Readathon. Love the shirt. It came out great. And I am still reading Punk 57 for the prompt that I'm fulfilling. What prompt? Not going to tell you. What room? Not going to tell you. But it's been interesting. I will say the host chat is like the funnest part. And luckily, Bree just finished all the spreadsheets for me so that I don't have to sit down and calculate points for teams, which is awesome. I'm actually going to look at the points before I go to bed to see where they are. And I'm very excited because a prompt is dropping Friday morning at 9 a.m. EST. And I can say that because by the time you watch this vlog, it'll already have dropped. And that will be maniacal. And people actually gave me a really good idea for how to drop it. So I'm excited. Well, let's give you an update on this really quick because I am 60% in. I'm trucking along. I honestly am just trying to get through this book. I realize why I hate this book so much. It's a freaking bully romance. I'm not into bully romances. I am not. I don't want a man that thinks that it's okay to treat women like pieces of shit and the woman just saying, but he's my soulmate, and getting off on that and sleeping with him anyway. That is not my cup of tea. Like, I kid you not, literally the last sentence that I read before I went to bed is the principal is telling the girl to get off of the guy's lap because she's sitting on it. And he goes, she gets off my thing when I tell her to get off. No. I don't like this book. I don't like it at all. I don't care for either character. I think Ryan is completely stupid and Misha is a complete a-hole, and I don't like it. I'm only reading it to continue and finish so that one, I can say that I read it, and two, so that I can, I guess, knock it off and give the team for Colonel Mustard points. And I will also say, I've never read a Penelope Douglas before, but I feel like I can't even appreciate her spice scenes because they're between two characters that I cannot stand and think are complete idiots for being together. So I literally just, I'm having a terrible time with this. Like, I feel like this is going to be a 2-star. It could even be a 1-star, honestly. Bully romances are not for me. Except for it works for me in Zodiac Academy. So I don't know what it says about me there, that it works for me there, but doesn't work for me here. I don't know, regardless. But we're going to go. And I'm going to go finish making Lincoln's lunch. And I'll catch up with you, hopefully, sometime tomorrow. Hey friends, figured I'd make an update. It's Wednesday, November 1st, officially the first day of Get a Clue Readathon. So I am reading Punk 57, which I know I talked about what this book was about last night, but I was wrong. Misha is a boy, Ryan is a girl. For some reason, I thought it was a girl-girl romance, which makes sense because this is why they got pen pals. They became pen pals in the first place, because when they were in 5th grade at the different schools, one of the teachers thought that Misha was a girl and one of them thought that Ryan was a boy, and so they were gonna pair girl with boy, but like it messed up. Anyway, it's totally fine. But it switches between the different perspectives of Misha and Ryan. And so Misha is the first one, and it shows like their pen pal letters. And I guess Misha in the beginning, like he wants to know what Ryan looks like, but Ryan wants to keep the mystery alive so that their friendship doesn't change. And then he's at a party randomly in the woods with his friends and his bandmates, and all of a sudden like he hears someone say Ryan, and he finds out that she's at the party, but he doesn't know which one she is. And then he actually meets her, but like she talks to him and they have a whole interaction, and she has no idea that he's who he is, but he knows who she is, and he doesn't like, I guess, what he sees, and he stops talking to her. And so it's 3 months later, and the next perspective switches over to Ryan, and she's talking about like, why are you not talking to me? And she's just, moving on with life. So anyway, that's where we're at. I'm only 10% in. It's pretty good. I'm just kind of wondering what the plot of this is going to be. Like, are they going to become friends? Like, is this going to turn into stalker things? Like, I don't really know. But that's where we are for that. So I plan on reading a good bit of that more today. And then I also have just been literally inputting all of my books in this spreadsheet for my physical TBR. This is my book tracker, like the one that I can't remember who made this, but like I seriously am in love with it. It lets me track my series, books that I've bought and sold, library books, new releases, my 23 and 23, which the internet is not working right now, so that's why that's not loading. But I've been working on that, and that's taking literally 5 million hours and a day to track all of that. And on top of all that, I'm also trying to meal plan so that we are better prepared for meals and we don't waste a lot of money every single week. And so I've been going in to this website that I use called 5dinnersonehour.com. It's a membership where you can pay, and basically it teaches you how, or it tells you like dinners that are super easy that you can prep all within 1 hour and make like 5 different meals, and it's very, very easy. And so I'm taking the recipes that are our favorites and I'm adding them to like this little Trello board. If you don't know, I'm obsessed with Trello. And so I have recipes for like chicken, for steak, for pork, for beef, and for other, like this French bread pesto pizza. Looks really, really good. And then I'm just tracking that so that we have a recipe bank to pull from so that we stop eating out, because our eating out has been crap. So I'm going to work on that probably while I listen to more of Punk 57, because it's also grading time at school. So like my grades are due today and I'm already done with my grades. So I'm just going to listen to this, work on this, maybe make sure my grades are absolutely solidified, and then we'll move on from there. And then I have circus tonight. I'll show you some clips of my lyrical dance and samba, because that's what we're doing. And then we have kickoff sprints tonight, which were originally going to be on my channel, but now they have to be on Breeze because I forgot that I have dance and samba and I can't skip because we have a performance coming up in like 3 weeks. So I'll be on kickoff sprints a little late.
Pages, not gonna lie. It's like, yeah.
I don't know, but I don't DNF well, so probably a long time. Okay, y'all, update super quick. I am 73% in. I hate this book. I hate it. I hate it so much. I really hate this book. And I'm going to finish because I want to give the points to Colonel Mustard, but I hate this book. Like, it's giving me visceral reactions to how I hate it, and I'm so mad. I honestly don't have anything good to say about this book. I just don't. I don't like Misha. I think he's very controlling and he's jerkish. And any guy that knows who their other person is and is not telling them and is like using them for sex, and then they find out later in a way that makes them feel used, like, I'm not okay with it. I'm not. The team that I'm rolling or reading for my first bonus prompt is Professor Plum. But anyway, I popped on here, which I'll show a little picture of this, but in the Discord, I am reading, I just rolled for Purple, for Professor Plum, that I'm reading a bonus book for them, and I gave them 4 books to choose from based off of emojis, and they didn't know what book they were choosing for me, and I was kind of hoping they would have chosen a certain book, but that didn't happen because that audiobook goes away in 7 days, but I'm just going to have to make it work sometime soon anyway. But I gave them 4 romances for me to choose from because I need to read romances for the Goodreads Choice Awards, so I'm trying to knock 2 birds with 1 stone, so I gave them A Heart for Love, Theoretically, by Ali Hazelwood. A little DNA thing for Made Equation by Christina Lauren, which I know that's not on the awards, but the True Love Experiment is, so I want to read that first. I gave them A Flower for Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, which once again, obviously that's not the book that's on the Goodreads Choice Awards list. It's the second one and the last one, I'm pretty sure. And then World for Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Once again, I want to read yours truly, but I need to read Part of Your World first. And surprisingly, the DNA one won, so I'm reading The Soulmate Equation. I just downloaded it onto my Kindle. I do own it as a physical book, but I wanted to start it here at lunch after I finish this. I have about 50 pages left of this, and so that's what I'm going to do. But I really hope I enjoy that book more than I enjoy this, because I don't like this. I don't know what else there is to say about this. I just don't. The next team I'm reading for is Professor Plum again. Hello, friends, and happy Friday. I'm going to make this update quick because I'm pretty sure there are middle schoolers coming in my room soon for theater with my co-theater teacher. So I actually just dropped the prompt this morning for prompt number 2. Today is Friday, November 3rd. And I dropped prompt number 2 for everybody. And then I also released like who was in first place and who was in 5th and 6th place, because 5th and 6th place get punishments. So that's fun. And then one of the teams had a secret passageway. There's a lot of stuff going on in this. As far as this goes, the additional book that I was reading for room number 1, I have not finished. So I'm going to hold off until I finish my room 2 book. But I am, for that book, reading The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren, because I figure the True Love Experiment is going to be on the Goodreads Choice Awards. And so that was the one that they had voted for. And I'm 25% of the way through this book, and I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun with this book. It is so much better than Punk 57, which I don't even know if I came on here and told you guys about Punk 57, but I gave it a 2-star because of the ending. It was going to be a 1. And the ending bumped it up a 2-star. Like, I actually started to feel sorry for Misha, but then I was like, wait. But that doesn't justify you treating Ryan like crap for like what happened. So I can't justify it. So I hated Punk 57, but I'm loving this. Feels like it's gonna be a 5-star for now. And then as far as room number 2, I am reading for Professor Plum again. So actually, both of these books are for Professor Plum. And I am reading Vicious. I'm not going to tell you why, and I'm not going to tell you what room I'm in. But I'm reading Vicious by V.E. Schwab. And I'm a little hesitant because I did not enjoy The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And I tried it like 3 different times. So I don't know if it's like a writing issue with her or a plot issue. I don't really know. But I've just started this and I'm only like 3 or 4% in. But this is about Victor and Eli started out as college roommates, brilliant, arrogant, lonely boys who recognized the same sharpness and ambition in each other. In their senior year, a shared research interest in adrenaline, near-death experiences, and seemingly supernatural events reveals an intriguing possibility that under the right conditions, someone could develop extraordinary abilities. But when their thesis moves from the academic to the experimental, things go horribly wrong. I have been excited to read this. I do own the sequel, and the sequel I have in hardcover, and it's a signed edition that I got for $5 at a thrift store. So they don't match, but it's okay. Anyway, I'm going to read this. I will catch you up on this in a little bit, and then hopefully I will finish this soon so that I can finish this before I drop prompt 3. Which one is that going to be? Who knows? Not anytime soon. All right, I'll check in with you in a bit. Hello, friends. Okay, so I am reading Vicious by V.E. Schwab, I said, for room number 2 for Professor Plum. However, I'm going to DNF this, but it's going to be a soft DNF. I'm only about 24 pages in, but I can just tell that I am just not going to enjoy this book right now. Like, this is not a book I want to be reading. Like, I want to read it at some point, but this is not the time for me to do that. And instead of continuing to trudge through and hate my life and not be happy with this book and then end up hating it or 1-star or 2-starring it, I'm going to soft DNF it, put it back on the shelf, and give up on it. So, that is that. Also, if you hear my washer going, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read a little bit before my friends come over. We're having a girls' night because it has been a long week. So I just made apple cider. My friend, I just made apple cider. My friend made pumpkin pie. We're getting pizzas. We're going to hang out, gab, and play a couple games. So that's going to be the plan. So let me show you what I am reading, though, instead of this. All right, instead of Vicious right now, I'm going to read Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo because I've been wanting to read this for forever. And I don't really know much about this. I think it's a dark academia book, but that's honestly all I know. And that's all I'm going to go in with the knowledge of. So I'm going to start reading this and see what I think of it. Hopefully I love it because I know that this is like a beloved book by many. And that is the plan. So off to read Ninth House. What's great when you don't press record on your phone and you have to record this whole thing again. Fun. Love that for me. So I was at Second and Charles, which is our local thrifty bookstore. I'm pretty sure they're closing because they're having a lot of crazy sales, but I came out with 3 books, so you know, it be what it be. I first got Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. Was this on sale? No. Did I want it anyway? Yes, because I've been seeing this cute little cowboy romance going everywhere and it's a TikTok sensation. So I'm gonna read it. And then I also got She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan. I got this for $5, y'all. That is a steal. I've been wanting this book for forever, and I just haven't bit the bullet because it's like $30, and I always wanted a hardcover edition, but I'll buy the paperback for $5. And then the one that I'm most excited about is the Hurricane Wars, which came out recently. It's a new fantasy romance, and I am very excited because it was 50% off. They have 50% off their top 10 hardcover books. So I got this for $15, and I was literally looking at this on Pango this morning. So that is a steal. I cannot wait to read this. So that is my little book haul. And now I'm going to go grocery shopping, go home, do some more sprints with Bree. I did sprints with Katie earlier today. And then I probably am going to wrap up this vlog because we're starting, we're going to start vlog number 2 starting like the end of tonight/tomorrow. And we're going to get on our second week of Get a Clue Readathon where things are going to get crazy. Hello friends, you're getting this clip on my phone because I'm uploading clips for the video on my computer right now and it's taking a million hours, so I'm gonna do it here. Anyway, I figured I should come on here to tell you that once again, I DNF'd 9th house. Why? It was the same thing as Vicious. I'm just not in the headspace to read that right now, to read a dark academia. I'm just not. And I was really confused in what was going on in 9th house, and I could feel myself wanting to, like, never pick up this book again, and I don't want that to be the case. So I gave up on it around 15%. I will come back to it later, won't I? Thank you for being so chatty. I will come back to it. So I picked up another book that hopefully will work for prompt 2 for me, and that is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I am 25% in. I'm loving my life. I should finish this tonight. It's a very quick and easy read. This one is about a famous private school in Vermont called Ellingham Academy. Basically, it's like for the best and brightest students around. There was a very big murder that happened like in 1936 by someone named Truly Devious, and it was an unsolved crime. So then years later, Stevie Bell, this little like high schooler kid there, has decided that she's going to solve this cold case, and then of course Truly Devious returns and causes crap. And so I'm 25% in. I'm loving this. It reads so quick. I love that it switches between like 1936 when the murders happened and present day with Stevie. She is just living her best life talking right now. But yeah, I'm having a really great time with that. So I'm going to read prompt number 2 still, and that is Where I Leave You. I also should probably say that by the time you see this video, that prompt number 3 has dropped. I am literally dropping it right now in brief sprints, probably during the second set of sprints. So that is the answer to that. And if it hasn't dropped yet, because it's uploaded before then if you're watching this, you know a prompt's about to drop. And yes, I will still drop prompts even if I haven't finished myself. I will do that. So that is that. All right. I hope you had fun with week 1 of Get a Clue Readathon. In week 2, we're going to pick up right where we left off. I'll tell you what I'm reading for prompt 3, who I'm reading for. I'm still reading The Soulmate Equation for Professor Plum, and I guess I'm also reading Truly Devious for Professor Plum because that's what I rolled for. So I'm going to finish my bonus book eventually, but I'm not worried about that right now. But yeah, so I'm going to end this vlog here, and